Good morning. How are you doing this morning, bunny? Sha la 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 da da. You're good? Good. How was the rest of work yesterday for you? I'm doing okay. I'm wicked tired today. I really didn't sleep at all. I fell asleep at like 10 last night, which is fine. Like, that's the normal time I usually am going to bed is 10. But like, I don't know. I didn't switch over my winter stuff yet on my bed because, it's still technically winter. And it was cold the other day. So I was like, oh, I won't change it. It's still in like the 30s. It's like still freezing technically. So I was like, whatever, I won't change over the sheets. Well, I probably should have because I woke up at quarter to midnight drenched in sweat. Just absolutely drenched in sweat. I I don't know why. Like, so bad. I was so sweaty last night at that hour that it was almost like, sorry, I feel like there's hair in my mouth. Um like I felt like I went swimming. It was disgusting. This is why I'm wearing this today, because I got dressed in the dark. It was like it was whatever was on top of the clean hamper. So, this is what we're looking like today. So, yeah, it was so random. And because my bed was soaking wet, I tried to sleep on the other end of the bed because I'm trying not to disturb Dylan, you know? Hello, that guy. How are you? So I'm trying not to disturb PK last night. So I'm not gonna get up and change the sheets and like take everything off, because then I would have to wake up him. And so I said, "Fuck it, I can't sleep in this." Like, I was like crawled up in a ball at the end of my bed where usually my dog sleeps, because she must have been hot last night too, because she did not want to sleep up on the bed. She slept on the floor, which usually means she's hot. And so I was like, fuck this. I can't sleep like this. So I went and slept on the couch last night. And I don't know what time I got back to sleep, but it took me a while to get back to sleep. And I was tossing and turning because my couch is really uncomfortable. I probably would have been better off sleeping on the floor. I should have probably just slept on the floor with Nora. So yeah. And then, of course, I finally get to sleep. I'm in like an okay. I've been asleep for a little while. Penny comes and jumps on me for food this morning. So I didn't really get much sleep last night. So I apologize. I'm not going to be much awake, but I'm forcing myself to get up and do this morning because I need to eat well. I just got my period. So, cotton filled bed mattresses. Um ours is I think this is still good. Uh Our bed is some special material. Um, I don't I don't know exactly what the material is. I can't think right now. Um, oh, are we listening to some like oldies? Okay, this is fine. I don't know if it's exactly foam. You can get a ton of different mattresses here. Like you can get spring-filled mattresses. You can do like memory foam. I know ours is not memory foam. All right, I'm just gonna cut out this inside. Oh, our mattress is far too heavy to do all that. But like we can't move our mattress. I have an air mattress that I could have blown up last night and put on the floor. We do have those. But yeah, I don't have like a cot or anything. Guys, this is how stupid I am. Okay. Not really stupid, but kind of. Um, I have an air mattress that I could have blown up. It's a queen size. It would fit in my living room. Perfect. I have I have a twin size guest bed, an extra long twin size bed, guest bed. I didn't want to sleep in the guest bedroom because that's where I work. I don't know. I get like bad vibes now when I go in there because that's my working space. So I don't want to sleep where I'm working. Plus, I haven't washed. I mean, the sheets and everything are clean. Like everything's clean because I clean it once a month. But my cat lays on there and there's a bunch of shit on the bed from PK. So I just was like, I'm not moving that. I'm just going on the couch. Oh yeah, like that's kind of like what our guest bed is. I could have probably moved it, but then I would have had to do work, like to get up. I was like, just whatever, just get on the couch. You know what I mean? I like this song too. Signs I took. So, needless to say, I didn't sleep much last night, but that's okay. We're gonna get everything meal prepped today. Probably not at full force energy, but we're gonna get there. Um, Mama tree. I want to see what this girl puts in her. We're starting off by making eggs. Okay. All right, so we're gonna make like an egg. So basically, I'm doing this in this big pan. So let's give it a little bit of a spray. And I chose this pan just because it has a higher edge, just in case it starts to bubble over or anything like that. We're gonna put some veggies in it. So we're gonna do some peppers. I'm gonna cut up some more pepper. We're gonna do some spinach because I really need to use up the spinach. Um, so spinach and peppers, I think that should be good enough for in the eggs. And I've got these English muffins that from Aldi. And we're just gonna like make a little bit of turkey bacon. Let's put some onion in there, right? Do a small little onion. Yes. And muffins. That's right. English muffins is what we call them here. I don't know why they do that, All right, let's cut up another pepper. So we're going to be doing a couple of different things. I know it's so weird how we call things, right? So we're also going to be making Greek bowls with orzo. And we're making turkey meatballs. So, all the yummy stuffs. by me. Oh, darling, darling, stand. Okay. To be frank, we also sell them as English muffins from Cake Muffins. See? Honestly, I don't really usually eat English muffins. I don't really eat a lot of breaded stuff. You're gonna get your nose chopped. I will give you some, but you need to wait. I wish I had put my squash soup on the menu for this week because I just got my period, so I really could have used some soup. That's okay. I didn't get any of the ingredients for it, so I can't even just make... Like, I have the squash, but I don't have the other stuff. So we are going to get a bowl, and we're going to mix up our eggs first before we put our veggies in. We don't call it English breakfast tea. Oh, yeah, we do have an English breakfast tea. I don't like that tea, actually. It's just not my fave. I prefer, like... I don't know. I prefer a lot of different ones. I drink a hormone balancing tea, so it kind of has, like, everything in there that I like. But, yeah, Americans are weird. We're weird. We're gonna use some of this pepper for our bowls too. You much prefer coffee? I think a lot of people prefer coffee. I just don't drink anything but water in the morning now. Although, because I'm so tired and my head hurts a little bit, I might actually make some matcha. Alright, so we're going to do this half of a pepper. And then the other half we're going to save. I'm going to just put it over here. We're going to save for our other bowls that we're making. Alright, perfect. Oh, did mommy not give you any? Here, I'll give you a couple pieces. Yummy, yummy. All right, let's get a bowl. We're going to whisk up some eggs. So we're making a lot of yummy dishes today. Very easy dishes today. I really didn't want to go too crazy. So I'm going to do all of these eggs. So we're going to do, how many is this? I've got 11 eggs here. But I'm going to do a little bit of eggs, and we're going to mix in a little bit of yogurt in there as well. I know, sounds weird. You could do some cottage cheese if you want. I'm going to do yogurt because that's what I have. Just to kind of give it a little bit extra creaminess, protein, because I'd put milk in there, but I didn't really make milk. Ooh, got a little shell in there. Come on. The yolk keep. Sorry, there was like a lot of the whites in there and I didn't want to get that kind of like this music in the morning time. It's very like, this is kind of like, I think if I had a breakfast restaurant, this is what I would want to hear. Some good oldies, you know? It like kind of reminds me of like a diner. Girl, and you go too far. Yeah, this is very chill. Like, this is like good morning music, right? Okay. Where you are, you will not. Okay. Is this one open? I think I have one open. I always have yogurt in the house. I feel like if there's one thing I usually have, it's in my fridge. It's yogurt and carrots. I always have carrots. Okay, we're so good. I always have carrots because it's a good snack. And also it's really good in a lot of different things. Hello, Killer Code. How are you? Good morning, sweetheart. I don't know where that flew to. Plus, thank you for redeeming the hydrate. Cheers. Good morning. Okay, we're just gonna take a big heapy. Do a little bit more than that. Okay, there we go. Again, this is just going to add a little extra protein and creaminess to our eggs. Seems weird. I know. It's not weird. Don't worry. Killer Code, how have things been? How was your weekend? Let's whisk this up. To make baked oats later? Yes. When do you have to go into the office this week? We're going to season our eggs too. I'm not going to do any heavy seasonings. We're just going to do a little bit of salt, pepper, and some parsley. I like to add parsley. Parsley is really good for your body. Parsley is actually, believe it or not, if you can take it in the right dosage, parsley is a deodorizer and will help you to not perspirate quite as stinky. I know, doesn't that sound weird? I mean, you kind of have to eat quite a bit of it in order for that to happen, but Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, oh, that's no fun. Welcome on in, Zishan. Good morning. Or evening. I don't know where you're from. If you're from Australia, good evening. Let us know how you found us. And if you like to cook, let me know what you like to cook. Guys, we made the cutest turtle on stream yesterday. You didn't quite get me. I saw ya. I saw ya. Oh boy, we got the drama. That's okay. I get it. All right, let's add some yummy deliciousness. So again, we're gonna do some of that parsley. Ooh. Hello, motherfucker. You're from India. It's evening time. Oh, you found me by the search. Sweet deal, sweet deal. I don't make a lot of Indian dishes, but I do like Indian food. You know what? I'm so sick of these stupid things. Why? There we go. Like, why make the top of this where you can't even get the shit out of the top when you shake it? Here, you guys want to see at a different angle? This morning we're doing meal prep. So right now I'm getting our eggs prepped, which let me turn on. I'm going to put the oven on at 375 degrees Fahrenheit. I do like chicken tikka. I've made a few Indian dishes, but I just don't make a lot. I don't know why. All right, I'm just gonna do 2 small pinches. I really didn't like. It probably was like 1 full pinch of salt. We can get some pepper in there. You can add whatever seasonings you like. If you want to do garlic powder, onion powder, all that stuff, go for it. You can add some cumin if you want. I'm not gonna do that today. I'm just doing basic ingredients today for our eggs. All right, get that really nice and mixed up. With mint chutney. Ooh, that sounds good. Yeah, so we're making sheet pan eggs. That's what this is considered. I mean, it's kind of not really in a sheet pan. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these up. But we're going to add some veggies in there too to kind of like make it a little bit healthier. Perfect. All right, so what I'm going to do for adding veggies is we're going to add in all of these peppers that we cut up. It's going to be a lot of peppers, but that's okay. We're going to do some peppers. We're going to do some onions and some spinach. I mean, probably long forgot the channel rules. No drama, don't. Listen, I get it. Sometimes you just gotta talk about it. All right, guys. So let's cut up our onion. Honestly, for me, when there starts to be drama, I haven't had too much drama in our community, but when there starts to be drama, I just peace out. I'm like, not for me. I live a crazy life as it is. I don't need drama here too. This doesn't really have a dish name. We're making breakfast sandwiches. I'm just cooking the eggs this way to add some veggies and just makes it a little bit easier. So there's not really a name for this. This is just how I'm making my breakfast sandwiches. Because cooking it in a sheet pan or in a like pan like this will make it a little bit easier when you go to cut it up, and then you don't have to cook all individual eggs, stuff like that. Nothing too fancy, nothing too crazy. Try to keep it simple for the weekdays. Especially since, you know, Mondays I do try to keep it as simple as possible with our meal preps because food's expensive. Food can be difficult, and who wants to spend hours in the morning cooking? And I gotta work after this, so I ain't about to do a whole cray-cray amount of food, right? All right, perfect. So let's get all this onion in there. Beautiful. We add ginger, garlic paste, curry leaves, coriander leaves, and some chili. Yeah, that sounds yummy. All right, let's put away some stuff. Does sound yummy. Okay. Alrighty, I'm gonna add some spinach to this, And then this is going to go in the oven. Probably going to put it in the oven for about 20 minutes or so. I do want to wash off my spinach a little bit. Aren't my feet cold? They're actually not. I'm really warm today. For some reason. It's probably because I didn't sleep very well. But it's kind of warm. Like, it's not really warm right now. Like, it's still in the 30s here, but alright, we're gonna add quite a bit of this spinach. I'm just gonna wash my spinach here first before we add it in there. She's hot. That's hot. Yeah, so I'm a little warm this morning, not gonna lie. Plus, I got dressed in the dark. I get dressed in the dark so I don't wake up PK, or try not to wake up PK, but he kind of was already awake this morning anyway, so I probably could have just turned on the light. But yeah, I try not to wake him up. So I get dressed in the dark and I didn't have time to grab socks. Alright, perfect. I love you. Alright, I didn't really do like a very thorough clean. I just wanted to rinse it. Perfect. Ooh. Alright, we're just going to add this on in. But before I add it in, I am going to cut it up a little bit because it's tiny hair. Thick. We got some thick ass. Just want it to kind of be a little bit more. Like getting these big chunks, you know, yeah, I understand that the spinach is going to welt up a little bit, but I still don't want like big ass chunks in there like that. Get your nose out of the way, please. I know, you like spinach too. You're the weirdest fucking dog in the world, dude. I mean, there's still going to be some bigger spots, but... So, Zishan, do you only make Indian dishes, or do you like to cook anything else? I have a couple of friends from India that... Some fell on the ground bean. Okay, I'm actually gonna do... That's pretty good for spinach. I'll keep this out. I don't know if I'm gonna use it again. But this will be good for now. Alright. We've got our eggs and everything. I'm just gonna give it a little bit of a mix with our spoon. Just want to kind of get things mixed around. Okay. Perfect. I am going to add just a little bit of water to this too. Just a little. About a little over half a cup. Give that a little mix in there. Perfect. This is looking good. You wanna leave me, but I'm blessed let you go. All right. Popping this bad boy in there. That much to me, ain't no bad bag. All right, we're gonna start with 25 minutes. I think it's gonna need longer than that, but that's what we're doing. We're also gonna we're gonna cook up some bacon. I'm doing turkey bacon. $12 minutes. So let's get this on a pan. So I just like to cook it in the oven. I just think it's so much easier when you just put bacon in the oven. Let's turn on the exhaust. Please don't leave. All right, I don't usually like to cook with aluminum foil, but I do when I make bacon. Just so it's not as messy. It's still gonna be a little messy, like I'm probably still gonna have to clean that pan, but you know, we're gonna try. Alright. This one actually has quite a bit of bacon in it. I'm surprised. Alright, we're just gonna place this all on there. I'm really gonna pack it on in there, guys. And then again, it's going in the oven, 375 degrees. We're gonna bake that at 12 minutes. 8 to 12 minutes it says, so probably do closer to 12. I like a crispier bacon. I don't like when it's like too rubbery. You know what I mean? And if you're a rubbery bacon-y type person, hey, no shame, no shame. Not my vibe. Alright. I have 2 more pieces of bacon. But it's what it is. I don't have enough room. Alright. Going in. Keep an eye on that. That needs to go in for 12 minutes. I'm just going to get rid of this. Okay. Let's wash our hands. I'm gonna wash our cutting board and our space here, just because I got a little egg and juice on everything. I know, she's like a little vacuum cleaner. Honestly, that's how she is. Alright, let's clean up just a little tiny hair bit. Whoa. Okay. So we're gonna need to get another pan because we're gonna be making our cauliflower dish. As well as we're gonna be making our meatballs. So we're gonna need a lot. We're doing a lot of baking today, not a lot of stovetop today. So the cauliflower one I'm actually gonna make in this casserole dish right here. So that'll be perfect. So let's get that. Listen to the music. Oh, listen to the music. Alright, let's also open up. Let's get the Keurig going so I can make PK a little bit of coffee. Alright. What the kitchen lady wearing? Stove top. I don't get it. It's too early. Alright, I actually do need to get rid of that. My brain is not braining today. I really don't know if I'm gonna need this. Whatever. Listen, we all know how mornings go for me. Water and twins? I don't. What is the difference? Alright, this cauliflower is on its last leg, but we're gonna use it. Daddy's awake. Butter is H2O, twins are O. O2. I like that one. That one I got. You know what my toxic trait is? Is thinking that I'll be able to garden. I watched a TikTok yesterday of this guy who he has like a garden for like a farmer's market type style where he like actually sells his food, but he does them he does vertical gardening. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that, but I'm like, oh my god, I could totally do that. That's what I literally said to myself, and I'm like, bitch, no you cannot. Like, you can barely do tomatoes, dude. But my toxic trait would be thinking that I could do that, guys. I'm still gonna try. We're still gonna try to do some other type of veggies this year other than tomatoes. I do pretty good with herbs and everything too, but... Alright, so how I'm doing this is I just want to kind of cut them up into bigger spots here. Ooh. Yeah, like herbs aren't so bad. And I've done a few different types of herbs. We've done chives, we've done basil. That stuff's kind of easy. Don't have to worry. But like, and you know, I try to do like the gardening where like you put together vegetables that kind of go together. So like basil is really good to be paired with tomatoes. And that's kind of what I do, is I do pair those two things together. Ain't no man I love. For a moment, I believe I have a green thumb, but as soon as I realize, so hard. Yeah, I mean, it definitely... There's so many different ways to also garden. Like, I'm sure it could be easy, and I'm sure certain climates are easier than others. Like, if you're in a warmer state, it's a little bit easier. I really just need to try harder. But I would like to make my own food. Because, you know... Food is just expensive. My sister has quite a green thumb. She did do a lot of vegetables last year, which is nice. It's nice when you have like a few different people that do different vegetables, right? Because then you guys can all share. And that's kind of what I want. I want like a gardening group. There's like this garden kind of in PK's hometown. It's like a community garden with these, like the older folks home and stuff. And it's like by the end of the season, there's so much like stuff still there. And I'm just like, they're not harvesting any of this. Let me harvest it and take it home. Like, let people take this home and eat it, you know? Yeah, there's a lot of herbs that will grow like wildfire, like dill. There's some herbs that are just easier to grow. We actually have chive in our backyard. It just comes up every year. We're not going to eat it because Nora pees on it, but... Alright, so we're going to give the cauliflower a nice clean. It needs it. Okay. So we've got our cauliflower in water, and I'm going to go ahead and add some baking soda in there to kind of clean it up a little bit. We got to check on our bacon. Alright, the bacon's cooking. Alright. Hello, Uncle Stinky. Good morning. How are you? Yeah, chives do. They grow anywhere. Dill will too. Alright, I'm gonna just put the cauliflower out of the way there for a second while that's cleaning. Alright, let's get some stuff ready for our meatballs. There's PK. Good morning, PK. But Talking Bunnies won out. Oh! That's okay. I appreciate it. I appreciate your thought. Alright, let's get some veggies and stuff cut up. We also need to get our meatballs ready so that we can cook those. I do want to wait until my other stuff comes out of the oven. Yes, Mommy will give you some. There you go. Alright. So for this, I'm just gonna cut them up kind of bigger. Guess you'd say. Alright. My girl. Alright, well, I need to put this in a bowl. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put them in this big bowl here with our other veggies that we're gonna cut up. Please and be me. We're gonna do yellow pepper. My girl. Talking about my girl. Okay, lately Aldi's, their peppers have had baby peppers inside of them. It's like literally every batch I've gotten from Aldi. fortune or fame. All the riches, baby. Alright, guys. Looking pretty good here, actually. I know, right? She loves anything I'll give her. I'll tell ya. She's not picky. She'll eat like any vegetable. Peppers are actually pretty a-okay for your dog. You can give your animals peppers. I give her peppers. Every once in a while I give her spinach. You don't want to give her too much spinach, but she'll eat it. My one dog that I used to have growing up, he would not eat anything healthy. He was an unhealthy pup. Huh. You want a little bit of yellow onion too? Or pepper, whatever that is. Oh yeah. You're working. Alright, our bacon should be almost ready, if not done. Good morning, Maddie. How are you, sweetheart? You getting ready for school? Oh, yeah. Our bacon looks really good, actually. Let's check on our eggs. Our eggs are doing pretty good. They definitely do need some more time. I am going to start adding cheese to our eggs now, though. I didn't want to put it on right away because sometimes it gets a little bit too extra crispy. So let's go ahead and add some cheese. I'm gonna do, yeah, like a blend. Do I have? We have some sharp cheddar left. Let's finish that up. I know, she's a spoiled girl, I'll tell ya. Alright, we're gonna do a little bit more cheese than that. So we've got some sharp cheddar on there. I'm gonna do a blend next. Or actually, I do have more sharp cheddar, so let's just add that. Perfect. Alright, great. So this is gonna go back in the oven. You just woke up. You don't want to go to school. I hear ya. I don't want to go to work. Alright, so still at 375 degrees for another probably about 5 or 7 minutes left. Alright, we've got all that cut up. What else are we gonna put in our orzo bowls? All the recipes are already on Discord, y'all. So smooth, man. I want to love you, pretty young thing. This song just reminds me so much of my job I used to have. Hello, motherfucker. This weekend did go by so fast. Okay, they don't do too much for vegetables. All right, so cool. We've got our veggies in there though. We are going to make some orzo, and we're gonna make some meatballs. Let's make some balls, y'all. Meatballs are actually pretty easy to make. Let's reuse some stuff we got here going on. Young thing. Okay. Now I'm doing turkey meatballs. You can do regular meatballs if you want, but I'm doing turkey. You can do chicken if you want, like ground chicken or beef or lamb, whatever you want. I just wanted turkey, so we're doing turkey. Repeat after me. Na, 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 na. All right, I also don't ever have breadcrumbs. So we're gonna use oats. Because I don't think I have crackers that I want to use either. Pretty young thing. All right, so we're just gonna make a very standardized meatball. So we add oats. If you don't have breadcrumbs, you can use flour too. Okay. Obviously need to season our stuff, so we're gonna be seasoning with a lot of different stuff. Alright, I'm gonna add some turmeric, this, a little bit of ginger. I'm gonna do some oregano, some cumin. We need an egg. 1 egg. Perfect. Three weeks till Easter. I gotta put my Easter decorations out. I forgot. I was gonna do that yesterday and I never did. Alright, let's add some cumin. Okay. Add a little bit of oregano. Do just a little bit of ginger, not a lot. Just a little bit. I'm gonna do some turmeric. Perfect. We're gonna do a little bit of umami. Kind of give it that earthy feel. You guys know I already love that stuff. Put them away as we go. Gotta get the pepper in there. Some salt. We did this daylight savings. I know, right? Yeah, coconut flakes. You could do coconut flakes if you want a coconutty flavor. Alright, we got some onion powder, garlic powder. We've got salt. The thing about meatballs is they're so easy to make. You just want to make sure you season it. Oh yeah, our eggs need more time. I'm gonna do like 3 more minutes. Alright. I'm gonna take off my ring. And before I do that, let's make sure we got everything. Oh, we want to put some Worcestershire sauce. I'm not gonna do onions in mine. I am gonna add a little bit of Worcestershire sauce and some soy sauce. extra flavor in there. All right, let's get it all mixed up in there. And then after we mix up all of our meat and ingredients, we're gonna put this in a pan to cook. We're gonna bake it in the oven. You can do your meatballs on the stovetop if you want. I'm not going to. A love train. Get it nice and mixed. Everything evenly mixed in there. Don't be afraid to use your hands. Perfect. Now, if you want, you can always meal prep the meatballs separately and then just put everything together in the morning. That's kind of what we're doing, is we're gonna like separate out everything. Okay. So I'm gonna put all the bacon on a plate here. This is turkey bacon. Don't come for me. Janet, good morning. How are you, sweetheart? It's what I had. I had turkey bacon. I do like Aldi brand turkey bacon. It's actually pretty good. All right, so here's our turkey bacon. I'm just gonna set this to the side here. I'm gonna keep the sheet tray that we have with our aluminum foil on it from our bacon. That's where we're gonna put our meatballs on. All right, I still feel like this needs more time, but let me just double check. Janik, how are you doing? Did you make anything yummy this weekend? I'm just gonna do just another couple of minutes, just 2 more minutes. All right. Let's make our meatballs. Actually, before I get my hands dirty, I'm gonna wait for that to cook. Put our bacon over here. So yes, so we're gonna put our balls right on our sheet pan. Let that cook in the oven again. We're gonna cook everything at 375 degrees because I'm not changing the oven temp anymore. We're also going to make a feta sauce. This should be good. You want to borrow my cat? I don't trust you. You indoor grilled at 1 a.m. cheeseburgers a couple of hours ago? Well, hell yeah, Uncle Stinky. What kind of cheeseburgers? What'd you put on it? We're also going to make orzo. And then we got to get our cauliflower bake in the oven. That's going to be really easy too. So basically all we're going to do is we're going to put cauliflower in here. It's going to be like a pizza. So the base is cauliflower. Then we're going to top it with, well, we're going to put some seasonings on it. Then we're going to top it. Undercover Bra. Hi, honey. Good morning. Top it with some pizza sauce, some cheese, some pepperoni. It is. It's almost ready. The snow melted enough to get to the barbecues. Hell yeah. Just cheese and condiments. That's it. I like to put a little egg on mine sometimes, or a little bit of bacon. What kind of things do you guys like on your burger? I'm a bacon blue burger fan personally. I love blue cheese on my burgers. Okay. All right. Look at that, guys. Our eggs are done. I'm just going to pop that over there on the end so that that can cool off. Then we'll make, we'll make our breakfast sandwiches. Now you can meal prep your breakfast sandwiches in advance and then wrap them up and put them in the freezer. I'm not going to go that crazy. I'm just going to make them in the morning, you know. Okay, so we're just making some meatballs, y'all. The more the better. I agree. I love a lot of stuff on my burger. I do love a good egg on a burger, but it's so messy sometimes that I'm just like, I can't do it. The nice thing is these are not going to expand, so you can kind of put your balls kind of close together, you know? Tomato jam, pickled red onion, raw onion, pickles, ketchup, mayo. Yes, love me some mayonnaise on a burger. I know, right? You got to find like the perfect bun, right? Like I love me a good sesame bun. A good sesame bun for the burger, definitely, for sure. Now you can make small, big meatballs, does not matter. I like to do a variety of sizing. Cheddar. Gotta have the cheese, right? What's a burger without a little cheese? Alright. So what we have left we have to make, we're gonna make a feta sauce for our Greek bowls. We gotta cut up some Guatemala olives. Beautiful. Let's get this out of the way. You want a burger? You could do a breakfast burger. Those are things. If those exist. I got some on my foot. All right. So I think we'll cook the meatballs. Well, let's see what it says. I'm gonna pop these in the oven. I'm gonna say probably about 20 to 30 minutes, but let's see. How long? Oh, okay. Bake. 23 minutes. All right, cool, cool, cool. All right, guys. So next thing we got to do, we got to make our orzo. This pan was already available, so this is the pan we're using. I love orzo. I feel like orzo is just the better of the pastas. I don't know how much water to put in there, but... Alright, we'll let that boil. Okay. We've got to make a feta sauce, and we've got to get our cauliflower bake in the oven. So let's do our cauliflower bake first before we do anything. I've already chopped up the cauliflower. Now you can put whatever you want on it, but I'm just going to do pepperoni. Keep it simple, you know? Our cauliflower has been cleaning itself. Just gonna kind of empty this. Got a lot of Michael Jackson on this. Jackson and 5 and Michael Jackson on this playlist. Alright, these are looking pretty good. Alright, let's spray our pan. This is Thriller. Alright, we are going to just pop this right on in here like this, like so. Let's add some seasonings. You just want it to layer the bottom. Alright, we're gonna add some seasonings. I'm also going to lightly coat it with some olive oil. So if you are like keto or whatever, go for it. You'll like this. I'm just making it not because it's low carb or anything, but just because I had cauliflower and I needed to use it up. I just want to see 425. So we're gonna cook that first. The cauliflower first. We're just gonna cook it up just a little bit to kind of roast it, because it's gonna need a lot longer than the topping. So I'm gonna put some garlic powder, onion powder on it. We're gonna do a little bit of salt and pepper. Come on. Perfect. Let's mix this around. Perfect. All right, we're gonna put this in the oven for about 25 minutes with our balls. I am gonna turn up the heat just a little bit. We're gonna turn it up to 400 degrees. All right. All right, I'm gonna put the cheese away so it doesn't melt on the counter, but we are gonna need cheese, and I think we'll do this type of cheese because I just think that'll be good with the cauliflower. Okay. All right. Our water is almost boiled because I did do super hot. So let's make ourselves some breakfast here first. I'm gonna get mine and PK's ready. PK can have his now, but I'm gonna just make mine for later. I don't like to eat this early. Not that I mind it, it's just... Let's get him a plate. Okay. PK. Do you want your English muffin toasted? No. No? Okay. And I'm just gonna cut into our egg. I'm just doing some like larger squares. Here is our egg that we baked. Get some of that cheese on there. That nice crispy cheese. Mm-hmm. Make some bread today? Hell yeah. I say do it. Alright, we're gonna do a couple pieces of bacon. So look how easy that is. We've already made the eggs. We already made the bacon. Perfect. I am gonna just do a little bit of... Do I have one? That's... I do. I'm gonna do a little bit of avocado on there to kind of add some healthier fats. No, Nor. What kind of bread are you gonna make? Are you making like a sourdough, or are you going to make... Perfect. And this is like the perfect avocado. And you know what? We're gonna add also a little drizzle of hot sauce on there. Because why the fuck not? Just a little bit. Perfect. That is one good looking sandwich, y'all. Bon appetit. Let's go give this to PK. Here you go, honey.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right, our water is boiling, so we're gonna get that orzo in there. Do all the rest of this orzo. And how long are we cooking this shit for? 6 to 8 minutes. All right. Whole wheat? Oh, nice. All right, and actually I will wait to make my own. This decisions ain't the way. All right, perfect. Meatballs are looking good. Our cauliflower is cooking up nicely. Let's go ahead and make the rest of our lunch for this week. I am gonna cook the veggies on the stove and kind of like saute them up a little bit. But let's go ahead. We're gonna make a feta sauce. So I need my yogurt. We're gonna get some of this feta that I have. Wait, it's still good. I think it will be. Yogurt and feta. Let's see what else we need for the feta sauce. We're gonna need some lemon, I think. Even things you don't understand. All right, perfect. All right, very nice. So I'm gonna actually do this with the immersion blender just so that it's a little bit easier to clean up. Use a blender, food processor, whatever you got. All right, we're gonna add all of our feta that we've got here. that you don't understand. Alright, we're looking good. Alright, we got feta. I'm gonna do some yogurt. I don't know how much, but we'll do maybe like 3 spoonfuls. Perfect. Now we need some lemon juice. So I'm just gonna take a whole lemon here. Gotta get that lemon. It calls for lemon zest, but I'm not gonna zest it. I'm just gonna use the juice. And I'm gonna use the whole thing for juice. See, lots of MJ going on here, huh? And then obviously we're gonna season with a little bit of salt and pepper. Alright. Just a little. I don't want a ton. So this is our lunch that we're making right now. So this is a feta sauce that was gonna go over top of our orzo bowls. So basically what it's gonna be is we've got our orzo on the bottom as the base. We're gonna top it with our veggies that we're gonna cook up, and we're gonna put the turkey meatballs on top and top it with this feta sauce. And it does need a little bit of water to thin it out just a little bit. So I'm just gonna add just a tiny bit of water. There we go. Perfect. This looks so good. Let's give it a taste. That's really good. Perfect. So now I'm gonna put a top on that, and that's gonna go in the fridge. My sister-in-law got me these little silicone things that go on tops of things, and they're so useful and so nice. Perfect. All right. It doesn't matter. Our orzo should be done. For sure. So let's get that off the stove. All right. I am going to put that in a container. Okay. Now I'm going to keep this pan out because we're going to, I'm going to warm up the veggies in there in this pan. So I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil. Okay. And we're going to add the veggies. Perfect. All right. I don't have any red onion, or else I would do a little bit of red onion. But I am going to, however, add the rest of the spinach that I was using. We're just going to use the rest of that spinach up. Get that nice and wilty on there as well. And I think I'm going to do just a few tomatoes. Not going to do a whole lot, but just a little bit. Man on the brown. Okay. I'm going to do probably like a quarter of this. I'm using cherry tomatoes. Those are the tomatoes I like. I feel like tomatoes just don't have a lot of flavor. Okay. You're not getting tomatoes. Cherry tomatoes are always good, but regular, they are just a huge waste of money and resources. I agree. Let's turn that down just a little bit. All right, our stuff's looking pretty good. All right, guys, we're looking pretty good. Okay. I need more room in this fridge. It's because I usually clean out the fridge, but I didn't clean it out this week to make room. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this in another container. The veggies. And what I'll do is when I'm cooking them up, or well, when I'm making lunch, we'll just do a little bit of that in a bowl, a little bit of the veggies in a bowl, and we're going to add our meatballs and our feta sauce. So but in their peak, I can't have enough. In a few days, something's gonna say hello. I know. I just have like a lot of like drinks and stuff in there. I like gotta clean it out a little bit. All right, perfect. There's like a soup in there from last week I gotta get rid of. It's almost gone. I just... Perfect. Everything's looking pretty damn good. Okay. Pasta's going in here. What do we got in here? Alright, this and this have to go. I don't know why I save drinks as if I'm going to eat or drink them later, because I don't. Tops of... Yeah, I have so many condiments as well. It's insane. Alright, I'm just gonna move some stuff around. We're gonna be packing a lot in here. Alright. Alright, perfect. Our veggies are looking pretty good. And they're not even all condiments. Okay, our veggies need a little bit longer. Let's see how our meatballs doing. I think our meatballs just need a little bit longer. Ooh, they're sticking pretty bad. Hot. Oh god. They're sticking pretty bad. Oh well. What are you gonna do, you know? Not all of them did. Okay. I'm just gonna pop these in for another 3 minutes. And then that should be good. All right. And then our veggies are almost done to come out. Our cauliflower. Mustard for hot dog, condiment Dijon mustard, whole grain. Oh, I love Dijon. Dijon is so great for a lot of different things. You know, you can use it for salad dressings and everything. All right, I'm just putting some stuff away because I gotta make room. Gotta make room, guys. She's gone. Killer Code, what's on the menu this week? You didn't tell me what you were making. She's gone. Meat sauces. This is why I have 2 brands. Sometimes you need a lot of sauces and stuff. It just adds a little extra razzle dazzle with things, you know? I know I have so much shit in my fridge, it's insane. I don't need that much stuff, but I have a lot of stuff. Jeez, I used like every fork in the last 2 days. So the other things we're gonna need is I'm gonna need to get out our pizza sauce. We're gonna need our cheese again, and we're gonna need our turkey bacon, or pepperonis. We're gonna do some cheddar cheese because that's the cheese I've got. So this is super easy, this recipe. Just a nice little easy morning recipe. Okay. All right, our meatballs are done. Sit there like that. Okay. Let me pull that up because what do I need the... Whew. I'm getting warm, guys. Fried chicken. Ooh, that sounds delicious. How do you fry your chicken? Okay. So we're gonna put this back in the oven at like 375, but we're gonna top our cauliflower with pizza sauce. And we're gonna add our cheese. Pot of bean tofu bowl. Ooh, that sounds good. And then we're gonna do a ton of cheese, guys. Gotta have a ton of cheese. Okay, very good. And then we're gonna top it with pepperoni. Now you can top it with whatever you want. If you want to do like any like pizza toppings is good. You could put some peppers, some onions on there. You could do some sausage if you want. You can make chicken bacon ranch if you want. I'm gonna do these little I keep calling these bacon. These pepperonis. These are actually turkey pepperoni because I couldn't find regular pepperoni, but good enough. Okay, beautiful. Did you like it?
Yeah, it was good.
Okay. All right. And actually, I'm not going to bake it in the oven because what I'll do is I'm going to put it in the oven later today and cook it and get it all nice and delicious. But we at least baked the cauliflower, so all it needs to do is go into the oven later today at like 375 degrees for like, I don't know, like for like 15 minutes. Perfect. Oh, give me the big boys. All right, everything's off. Let's pack our stuff. I'm also going to make my breakfast. And then we're just going to head off today, guys. I don't feel like raiding today just because I'm not feeling so great. I'm still got like a little bit of a cold going on. And, you know, I'm going to go take a shower and all that fun jazz. Hope this could be big enough. These meatballs are really good. Excuse me. Okay. All right, y'all. Thanks for being here. I tried with one piece before, but now I'm going to boil poach the thighs in water. There you go. I heard brining it in pickle juice. I've done that before. It's really good when you do that. That's how Chick-fil-A, I guess, makes theirs. All right. But thank you guys all for being here this morning. I know it's bright and early, but I appreciate you guys being here with me, prepping the meals, doing all the things. We didn't get quite to 2 hours, but we did pretty good this morning. We still cooked quite a bit. I loved all of the food we made today. I'm really happy with the end results. So I'm gonna clean my kitchen, get ready for work, take a shower, and maybe get a little relaxing in beforehand. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Thank you so much for being here. Killer Carrot, bye. Thank you for being here, sweetheart. Everybody have a beautiful, lovely week.